That's dangerous.
Okay. And you have your talking point.
Good evening, everyone. Hello and welcome to the 2020 Annual Mayor Small Business Awards. I am your Master of Ceremonies, Kit Okazaki, and we appreciate you all for joining us this special event honoring our outstanding small businesses here in our community. What a year it's been here on Maui and around the world. Here at the Chamber, our hearts go out to all of our community members and small businesses who are suffering right now due to the pandemic. Tonight, though, we're going to focus on some bright spots in our business community and celebrate their success. And we're going to do that with them for the next 2 hours. Before we get started, though, I wanted to shake off some of the stress of our lives during this pandemic with some reflections on our recent new norm of working from home and just being at home in general. For example, after years of wanting to thoroughly clean and organize my house, but thinking I hadn't done it because I lacked the time, during quarantine, I discovered that the lack of time wasn't really the reason. Back in April, I hit a milestone. I finally finished Netflix. Let me know if you need any suggestions for your watch list. Back on day 65 of quarantine, my dog was looking at me like, see, this is why I chew on the furniture. Nothing like relaxing on the couch after a long day of being tense on the couch. My grandmother always told me I wouldn't accomplish much of anything by lying on the couch all day, but look at me now, Grandma, I'm saving the world. A few weeks of social isolation, and it was looking like Las Vegas in my house. We were losing money by the minute. Cocktails were acceptable at any hour, and nobody knew what time it was. Never in my life would I have thought that my hands would have consumed more alcohol than my mouth. You know the best way to avoid touching your face? A glass of wine in each hand. I washed my hands so much during the recent coronavirus that my college exam notes from 1995 started to resurface. Did you know that if you use your stimulus check to buy baby chicks, then you got your money for nothing and your chicks for free? I hope you checked in on your friends who were stuck in quarantine with your kids that never stopped talking. Just so you know, we were not okay. Being quarantined with a talkative child is like having an insane parent glued to your shoulder. If you had to ask me one of the hardest parts of battling the global pandemic would be, I would have never guessed it would be teaching elementary school math. I said, if Jimmy has 5 apples. The other day I told my wife, I'm not talking to myself, I'm having a parent-teacher conference. 25 years from now, kids everywhere will be like, I remember when in the spring of 2020, that's when I learned how much alcohol it takes to be a parent. A tip for those who are working remotely from home, every few days, just try on your jeans to make sure they fit. Pajamas will have you believing all is well in the kingdom. If I keep stress eating at this level, the buttons on my shirt will start to socially distance from each other as well. But anyway, that's enough of my 2020 reflections. Let's get this party started by bringing up the president of the Maui Chamber of Commerce. She's been a strong advocate and supporter of the business community here on Maui and president of the Chamber for almost 15 years. Please give a warm virtual Zoom welcome to Pamela Tumpap.
Well, thank you, Kit, and thanks for all the laughs. I honestly can't say throughout this whole pandemic that I have laughed as much throughout the entire time as I have laughed in the last 5 minutes. So thank you for reminding us of the bright side and the great things that we've now learned. We always enjoy having you as our MC of this event. You've been a great MC for the last several years, and we're thrilled to have you again. If you don't know Kit Okazaki, Kit is a small business owner as well. He owns State Farm Insurance Agency of Kit Okazaki. And if you need insurance, make sure you look him up. He is also a board member of the Maui Chamber of Commerce and one of our past chairs. And I also have the great advantage of being able to call him a longtime friend. And you can see why. He brings light and joy into your life. I wanted to just start by recognizing our dignitaries. This is, if we were doing this in person, that would be what we would normally start off with, because it takes a village and a community to come together and bring great leadership and strength as we move forward any day, but especially during these times. So we always like to recognize our leadership. And of course, tonight with us, we have Mayor Michael Victorino, who you're going to hear from shortly. And we have State Representative Tina Wildberger. So again, please give them a virtual hand, as you would if you were in person live. We would be cheering raucously for everyone. And we want to thank our board of directors. They work tirelessly on behalf of the community in their own roles, and they of course serve on the chamber board. But during these times, everybody has come together, especially with a lot of the programs coming down the pike. Many of our board and community members, we've needed to engage in new ways as we've rolled out new programs, as we've helped people learn about different federal loan programs, PPP and EIDL, as the banks and the lending institutions have rushed to help people get that money into their hands through the application process. And now, of course, as we're looking at ways to do some forgiveness. So our board has been with us through thick and thin. And we've had to do brand new things this year, learn virtual systems. I can say board attendance is up. So virtual has been a great godsend for us, because part of that's probably COVID, and we have a little bit more time as we're working from home. But what I find is people are actually working more hours rather than less. But these virtual board meetings really are a huge help. And so I'd like to thank all of our board members for the great service that they give this community and the Maui Chamber of Commerce, beginning with Aaron Agpal of American Savings Bank, Cowie Awai Dixon of Hawaiian Electric Company, Chuck Dando, Bank of Hawaii, Dean Duque of First Hawaiian Bank, Tambra Garrick of Pro Service, Sylvia Ho of Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union, Doug Jorg from Hawaiiana Management Company, Michael Mochizuki of Office Max, Rick Nava of MSI Maui, Kit Okazaki, our Master of Ceremonies, Carol Ryman of Alexander and Baldwin, and Rick Volner of HC&D. And then we have our ex officio, our non-voting directors, Sherry Duong of Maui Visitors Bureau, Rod Antone of Maui Hotel and Lodging Association, and Leslie Wilkins of Maui Economic Development Board. So if you, again, at home, you can do a little clap to yourself. Just thank everybody for their great service to our community and standing always in staunch support of businesses, large and small, in our community. You know, we would not be able to hold this event without the great support of the County of Maui, the Maui County Council, and the Office of Economic Development. I would like to give a big mahalo to Joanne Namasu, who is the Director of the Office of Economic Development, and her staff. We have been pleased to partner with the mayor and her team on many CARES Act programs. They've done an incredible work in promoting and supporting small businesses during this very challenging time, and we greatly appreciate their effort and support throughout the year and with this event as well. We also want to thank our sponsors. We cannot do the things that we do at the Maui Chamber of Commerce without the support of our sponsors. And as we move forward into the new year and learning new technologies and new programs, we're doing things in different ways. It's nice when you have a team of people you know you can count on to back you. And of course, you know, a lot of the things that we're doing in new ways take money and other support teams. So our sponsors are that backbone that help shore up our programs and support each and every one of you. And they are American Savings Bank, First Hawaiian Bank, Hawaiian Electric Company, Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union, and HMSA. Mahalo nui loa to our sponsors. You make great things happen through the chamber and with us as our partners, and we deeply appreciate you and your strong support of small businesses. And finally, we couldn't do the awards ceremony without our judges. Talk about a difficult job. You have to pick from amazing people all around. And we always say This event is like the Academy Award for Maui small businesses. Every nominee is a winner. And while tonight you're not going to see the things you normally get to see, they are all receiving certificates and great things. But when you have so many wonderful companies to choose from and acknowledge and recognize, it's a very difficult job for the judges. And these people in their own right are all business developers and people who are working very hard in our community to help small businesses during these times. These are people you're going to know. So we want to thank them here. Paul Felix, David Fisher, Susie Thiemann, and Brian Thomas. So cheer on your judges, please, because they had a very difficult job, but as always, they accomplished the task. You know, in these times of great uncertainty, when many things are outside of our control, and we don't know how long COVID's going to last, and how many waves of COVID are going to cross the country, if we're going to have to hunker down or stay home again, and as Kit said, maybe drink more and change our lifestyle in different ways. I like remembering to put on the jeans. That would be helpful. You know, there's so many things that are feeling uncertain, and we don't know what rules and regulations are coming down the pike and are going to be imposed. But remember that through every challenge and every adversity, there are seeds of opportunity. You have a voice. You are in charge of your destiny and your business. You can determine how to view things. You can look at ways to pivot and try new things. And you can direct where your life and your business goes. And you know, so many people forget what small businesses mean. The fact that as we've seen so many unemployed during these times, they forget that small businesses are the ones who put everything at risk for the chance and the opportunity to be successful, but not guarantee. They put up their house many times to leverage to start a business, their savings, insurance benefits, life insurance, kids' college funds. They risk lots of things and put all these things, their life on the line for the opportunity to support themselves and their family, as well as their employees and the families of their employees. This is a time when we need to remember how much small businesses mean to our community. You know, we saw so many people that were in need of unemployment. Businesses have been hurting during this time, but it is the business community that funded that unemployment that's available today. So they've provided that support. While government gives it out, it is the business community who pays for unemployment so that we can have that safety net for our employees. And when things get tough, it's important to remember that entrepreneurs always stick with it. High percentages of entrepreneurs, even if they've had tough times, even if they've been knocked down, even if they failed, they get up again. 80% of entrepreneurs who fail get up again and do it again because they've learned new ways. And in life, they say that about 10% is what happens to you, and 90% is what you do about it. And I love that statement because it's very powerful. So even when things feel out of control, 90% is still in my control. It's about what I can do about it. It's about how I can think out of the box, how we can look at changing systems. We like to say at the Chamber, we're best practice people. We're constantly critical on ourselves, looking at things that we can do better. We love to get improvements and suggestions. We're always working to do more. We're always looking, especially at this time, how we can help get as much money and programs and services out to this community when people are in desperate need. And what you're going to see tonight is that this is what our nominees have done. They've taken this adversity and they're still going after their dreams. And each and every one of us can do this too in this time. We can take this and say, it's not easy. Sometimes mistakes are made along the way. We can learn from them. We can choose how we see this road, and we can do the things that'll help us survive. And tonight, as we get to hear about all of these amazing companies and some of the gems that they've done that maybe will help us now in the short time, or maybe help us next year or in the future, tonight is a night to have a wonderful evening, to celebrate our many small businesses who are the backbone of our community, to learn from others, to gain new ideas, and to look forward to a new year where we can plan our destiny. So this is the holiday season, the season of magic, the season of Christmas. Let us be joyful together. And that's why it was so important to us and to the mayor to come together and honor all of these amazing small businesses tonight, because they are doing outstanding things and we get to be joyful and cheer them on. So we thank you for joining us, and we hope you get to sit back, relax, have a fun time tonight. Kit's already got us started with lots of laughter and learn new things. It's gonna be a great night. And of course, to make it even better, I get to introduce, and I'm always proud to introduce, our mayor, Mayor Michael Victorino. While he needs no introduction, and especially now, I mean, he's obviously been very well known for many years, but now he's on TV all the time. You get to see him 3 times a week. Sometimes during COVID times, you got to see him daily on television, doing press briefings and on radio. He is on the forefront always,
We lost him.
making sure that this community has important information, knows what's going on. And he has been working. I want to say that Mayor Michael Victorino and his team reached out and said right away, we know small businesses are going to be challenged. What can be done? And even before PPP, EIDL loans, CARES Act funding came down the pike, before state programs rolled out, he worked with us at the Maui Chamber of Commerce and instituted the micro business loan program as a way to get started, because we knew some people and small businesses were going to fall in the gaps. And we knew other programs were going to come down the pike, but we got started early. And it's that leadership that he carries that helps to carry us forward and shore us up. He is a staunch supporter of small businesses, as you know. And he has teams, everybody on his team is working to help businesses, hearing a lot of concerns and complaints and addressing things as quickly as they can to keep our businesses open and help us survive, while also protecting our community and being safe. So I would like to welcome, and know you each are, wherever you are at your home or office, please welcome our great mayor, Mayor Michael Victorino.
Aloha, President Tumpap, the board and staff of the Maui Chamber of Commerce Board. Nothing seems to be easy these days, and we all understand that. But as small business owners like myself, I understand what you're going through. But these are unprecedented times. You need to be self-reliant, creative, and sometimes even bravery, like many other of our fellow small business owners, to take the chances to continue right now where you're at and where you want to go. There's a new normal that's being created, a new ability to be reliant and really to be self-sufficient, and we need to continue to work at that. Tonight, we'll have a time to recognize some outstanding partners, some of your fellow small business colleagues who have demonstrated an outstanding ability to survive these really devastating and sometimes what I call super unprecedented times. I know you sit there and you say, well, you know, Mayor, thank you, but there's so much more that can be done, so much more that needs to be done. And I'll agree with you wholeheartedly. We are not out of the woods yet. How long will COVID be? Maybe forever. We have a vaccine on the horizon that seems to may and will help somewhat relieve the problems that we are facing. But we have an economy that has been devastated by change. And you, as small business people, small businesses, mom and pop operations, have taken the brunt of it. And we've stood strong next to you and made sure that when and where we could assist you before COVID, before CARES Act money became available and others that we put our money where our mouth was and provided assistance. And thank you, President Tumpap, for recognizing that. I've always felt the backbone of America is our small businesses and continues to really, really be the opportunity that you can live your dream in America and make something of yourself. If you look at Apple, you look at other companies, they started out as dreams and back in backyards or in garages and other places, and look what they've become today. And you may be one of those in the future. So what I want to say is mahalo to all of the nominees. Mahalo to all of you out there. Even if you haven't been a nominee, you are a winner because you've taken that step in the right direction. Now it's an opportunity where business, our nonprofits, and others like the government can come together and help create avenues, pathways to the future. Our diversified economy will help all of you, but we want to make sure we listen to you to make it as seamless and as easy to get done as possible. I want to say surviving 2020 is a reward in itself. So all of you winners who get these awards are super achievers, and I want to congratulate all of you. Remember, being an entrepreneur takes courage, vision, and foresight that many times a lot of others don't want to ever take on. They want security, they want reassurance, and they want something that they can grasp and hold on to. But you, as a small business owner, take those challenges, rise to the top, and make what I call America a greater nation. Maui is ready to make sure that all of you can move ahead as we recreate or as we make our new economy what I believe all of us can enjoy and make sure that our families can continue to live here, work here, and play here in Maui County and the state of Hawaii. You have my commitment to do our utmost to help all of you in every aspect possible. Finally, you provide jobs, good services, and sponsor so many community events. I want to tell you that I've bought uniforms for my kids from some of you. I have made, and you make generous donations to local charities. You really are the backbone of Maui County, this state, and the nation. So I want to congratulate all the 2020 winners of the Mayor's Small Business Award. But I'm going to say in closing, you all are winners, as Pam has mentioned, and I want to recognize that. And I want to say, God bless you all. Have a Merry Christmas and a healthy, prosperous New Year. And may the Lord shine upon all of you with good health for you, your family, and this community. God bless you all. Mahalo for this time. Aloha. Godspeed.
Mahalo, Mayor, and God bless you and Godspeed to you and your family. I know that you're running to another event, and we are so grateful to have you with us. This is a time when you've, again, always been busy and always are there to serve as many people as you can fit into your schedule. So we are so grateful to have you with us tonight. Thank you for that inspiring message. And we deeply appreciate, Mayor, this partnership always. You are such a phenomenal leader, and we are so thankful with all the things that you're doing, working tirelessly. Your team has been working tirelessly. I can say late nights, weekends, you're doing everything possible. Yes, as you point out, there's more that can be done, but we know that you are working hard to get it done as fast as we can. And this is a time to unite together in support. So we stand ready to do that. So thank you, Mayor.
Mahalo.
Before we start the awards portion, I want to share a story because it tells you about the kinds of individuals that we have the pleasure of working with every day. One of the things that came up as we were planning this event, and literally it just came up yesterday, to be honest with you, is that a man that many know and love in our community, Michael O'Dwyer of Mulligan's on the Blue, who also has several other restaurants, he let us know that he realized in looking back that the paperwork filed for his nomination indicated that he had 40 employees for Mulligan's on the Blue. And while he does have over 40 employees and for his different restaurants, Mulligan's on the Blue does not have over 40 or more employees. And that was the category that Michael won in. And he realized there was a misstep when he signed the nomination papers. And in an abundance of wanting to be very transparent, he said, that he could not accept this award. He wanted to apologize. He knew that he had signed the papers inaccurately. Didn't realize that till the other day when he saw that it was 40 or more employees. And he said, to be fair to others, even though they may not have applied who had 40 employees in one business, he wanted to withdraw his nomination. And he did not want to be recognized tonight. We deeply appreciated that transparency. We deeply appreciate people standing for doing the right thing. While we know that he has over 40 employees in other businesses, we understood and agree, with him and what he was saying, that it was a misstep that he didn't mean to take, and he wanted to correct it. And so we wanted to honor that request and wish. So we thank him for that. And we want to also thank State Representative Tina Wildberger, who nominated him. She and her team worked hard to put forward a wonderful nomination of him, honoring the many things that he does for our community, and just thank her as well. So with that, as we move forward and we get into tonight's great nominees and get back to Kit Okazaki, our Master of Ceremonies, who is going to enchant you for the rest of the evening, I too want to wish you all a wonderful holiday season, sending blessings and aloha to you and your families and our entire community. We hope you have a joyful holiday season. God bless.
Thank you, Pam. For those of you who have attended this event before, we've done some things differently this year, given the event being virtual now. Of course, watching the event virtually, you don't get to see all of the great posters and awards that are given away. However, all of our nominees still get the posters, and our winners still get to receive the COA Paddle Box Award and certificates from the Mayor and the Chamber of Commerce. This year, we had nominators send in videos of their nominees to showcase their business. You will all get to see these videos and get to know our nominees in each category. We also added a bonus question to the nomination criteria to share 3 things that the business did to help survive during this difficult time. These answers show business ingenuity and resilience and are great examples for other businesses. Answers included things like, many moved to online platforms and or created websites. For example, Island Art Party went a step further and did their paint parties online and delivered supplies to their customers directly. Many focused on advertising from social media to internet to radio, etc. Advanced Wildlife Education turned their books into an app. Maui Fruit Jewels has sold freshly baked waffles at Upcountry Farmers Market with their fruit sauces to promote their new line of fruit purees. Sounds delicious. These are great ideas and really showcase the creativity of our local small businesses. Okay. Now is the time that you've been waiting for, the awards. We're going to start with our Young Small Business Person of the Year. Nominees are Che Frausto, American Wildlife Education, nominated by David Duras of American Savings Bank, who is one of our sponsors. Next nominee is Dr. Lisa Shitamoto, Maui Minoaka Dentistry, nominated by Royal Taogoshi of First Hawaiian Bank, also one of our sponsors. Let's take a minute to look at their nomination videos.
Hi, my name is Che Frosto. I'm a wildlife biologist here on Maui. I wanted to do more to help, so I started my own business, Advanced Wildlife Education. My goal was to increase awareness on native species and support local conservation nonprofits. Here in Hawaii, we have more endangered species per square mile than anywhere else in the world, and is known as the extinction capital. I realized that people want to help, but you can't protect what you do not know exists, so I combined my passions for wildlife and art. I have my own line of Hawaiian educational coloring books, bamboo t-shirts, polos, EV wrap bracelets, tattoo stickers, and metal prints.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hi.
I know, I can't imagine doing distance learning while working. It seems really difficult. What? They're calling me every 5 minutes for help? What? Every 3 minutes? That's crazy.
It's easy to understand you, Maui, because I am one of you, and I love being part of this community.
Those are awesome. And the winner of the Young Small Business Person of the Year Award is, drumroll Amber, Dr. Lisa Shitamoto with Maui Minoaka Dentistry. Round of applause, everybody. In January 2018, Dr. Lisa established Maui Minoaka Dentistry LLC and purchased a small private practice in Wailuku. Dr. Lisa believes strongly in the Japanese business philosophy of Kaizen, or continuous improvement. And this permeates throughout her entire business. She continues to develop and strengthen the skill of her employees through continuous education courses, as well as through the use of technology, which she feels is one of the key factors to her success. As a lifelong Maui citizen, her love for Maui and its people and its culture is unquestioned. Maui Minoaka Dentistry is committed to supporting the Maui community by improving the quality of dental health and ensuring communities at risk of receiving dental services and care that they need. The dentistry practice was created with the mindset of caring, which has allowed Dr. Lisa's practice to grow and thrive over the last few years, as well as expand next year. Dr. Lisa, would you mind saying a few words, please?
Sure. Congratulations to Che and all my fellow nominees. Thank you so very much. This award is mine in name only, and it really should be for all the businesses on Maui trying to survive this year. And the real thanks and recognition should go to the mayor's office, along with the County of Maui, local banks, and credit unions that have helped to keep us afloat during this pandemic. Without their hard work and dedication, most local businesses would not have been able to survive. So thank all of you that have been working behind the scenes, helping our community get through this. Last but not least, and most importantly, I'd like to thank our wonderful Maui community for its continued support to keep shopping local, supporting local, and keeping Maui the place we all love and recognize. Thank you so much.
Dr. Lisa, awesome to hear from you. Thank you so much for your words there, and congratulations on the success of your business. Next up, our nominees for Outstanding Nonprofit Business of the Year Award. Our nominees are Akaku Maui Community Media, Jay April, nominated by one of our sponsors, Sylvia Ho of Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union. La'akea Village, Sarah Menzies, nominated by Flavin Clayton. The Maui United Way, Nicholas Winfrey, nominated by Lelaine Manlapo of First Hawaiian Bank, also one of our sponsors. And the Maui Youth and Family Services, Judd Cunningham, nominated by Bonnie West of American Savings Bank, one of our sponsors. Let's watch the nomination videos.
Whether you are from the island of Maui, Molokai, or Lanai, we at Akaku stand ready to do our part in telling your unique stories for future generations. Our mission statement is to empower our community's voice through access to media, and are always developing new ways to engage our community with the latest in media technology and communication. Mahalo for supporting the local public access media station that supports you, and the natural wonder of the beauty of this place we live. Aloha to you and your ohana.
Imagine a place where everyone is accepted and celebrated, no matter their abilities. A place where all are recognized and valued. La'akea Village is that place. A safe and lively place where people of many different abilities cultivate purpose, enthusiasm, and grace. A place where participants live in simple harmony with each other and the land.
I feel like La'akea brings people together because I feel like we're an ohana and that's who we are.
May the meal be blessed. Aloha, my name is Nick Winfrey, the president and CPO at Maui United Way. We're incredibly honored to be nominated for the Maui Nonprofit Business of the Year Award. As our 75 years of supporting Maui Nui during times of crisis, including this year, we're incredibly grateful for the support and foundation that Maui County has provided to our organization. And we look forward to the next 75 years of doing everything that we can to do more good. Aloha.
And our staff have been diligent in taking the necessary precautions to continue to deliver services to at-risk youth. These services include substance abuse counseling, mentoring, prevention, providing emergency shelter and foster care, and new this year, the opening of a safe home for girls who have been the victims of crime, which has been especially beneficial. On behalf of our staff and clients, I thank you very much.
Thanks, Amber. And the winner of Outstanding Nonprofit Business of the Year Award goes to Maui Youth and Family Services with CEO Judd Cunningham. Judd was unable to attend the event this evening, so accepting the award on his behalf is Susan Persh, the Clinical Director of Maui Youth and Family Services. As you heard, Maui Youth and Family Services provides youth with safe and nurturing place to stay when they're not able to receive care in their own home. In the program, they are able to experience stability, parental supervision, guidance, and support. Each client who goes through the doors of Maui Youth and Family Services is treated with respect, dignity, and aloha. In March of 2020, they opened a Safe House program that provides shelter for adolescents identifying as females who have been the victims of crime. They have had to make changes to their program during the pandemic, such as using telehealth platforms, deliver counseling and substance abuse treatment sessions, online activities, and meetups for youth and online communications. The staff have remained focused and staying connected with clients are always available to assist them efficiently and meet their needs. They work with the Child and Adolescent Mental Health Division, as well as the majority of Maui's public schools to provide free counseling and substance abuse treatment for youth. Congratulations to Maui Youth and Family Services. Susan, would you mind please saying a few words?
Wow, I'm genuinely shocked. Thank you for my fellow nominees. Our work is important and so rewarding. We have the kind of staff that are actually seeing kids in person, which I hope gives all of you hope in this COVID time. We have a small group of kids every day that goes out to the beaches and hiking. And yeah, and our safe house is a gem. Our girls are up there and they're happy. And it is a village. So thank you. We're really honored.
Thank you so much, Lisa, for sharing with us this evening and being here with us. We really appreciate it and appreciate the work that you do for our community. Okay, we are on our next category, which is nominees for Exceptional Small Business of the Year with 10 or fewer employees. Our first nominee is Melanie Adams of Aloha Kai Academy, nominated by Rochelle Pizzell of Employer Options. Next nominee is Mary Albitz of Island Art Party, nominated by Lynette Pendergast of Equity One Real Estate. Third nominee is Cody Clark of Climbing High LLC, nominated also by Rochelle Pizzell of Employers Options. Next nominee is William Davis and Dante Valentino of Vitality Hawaii, nominated by Michael Mochizuki of OfficeMax. Next nominee is Danielle Miller of Miller Media Management, nominated by Kelly Harris of Kelly Meyer LLC. Next is David Sellers, Hawaii Off-Grid Architecture and Engineering, nominated by Andrew Brodzinski of Crest Design Build. And our final nominee in this category is Chris and Lintra Horst of Maui Fruit Jewels, nominated by Sylvia Ho of Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union, one of our sponsors this evening. Let's see what these businesses are up to in their nomination videos.
Aloha, my name is Melanie Adams and I'm the owner and director at Aloha Kai Academy located here in Paia. We serve children and families 12 months to 7 years of age here, and we are thrilled to be nominated for this award. We hope that we continue to make great things happen for children and families and keep them safe, as well as our staff here at Aloha Kai, and we work tirelessly to make sure that that can happen.
Hi, I'm Mary Alberts of Island Art Party, where we are going above and beyond safety protocols to ensure that your experience is safe, creative, and of course, a whole lot of fun. We are still offering our in-studio art parties. You can even Zoom from the comfort of your home into any of our classes, or book a private art party for your next holiday gathering, fundraiser, or special event. Our retail area is full of fun activities for all ages that foster creativity, learning, and fun. To support our community, we are offering substantial discounts if you bring in a food item for the Maui Food Bank from now until the end of the year.
Aloha, this is Cody Clark with Climb and High Tree Service. We run a traditional tree business on Maui. Traditional in the sense where, you know, if you have a tree problem, we'll come and take care of it. We try to err on the side of preservation more than just removing. The idea is that if we do cut trees, we're also working with people to give some of that profit to planting trees. As we remove trees, a lot of them being invasive, is that we're going to plant native trees. And so to me, it's like a global necessity to preserve it and hopefully restore it. And we can't afford to lose it. I think it's important for us to also, you know, become inspired here, but also take that back to the rest of the world. I mean, really for me at this point, it's become the idea that like there is a problem. Like, I don't even think it's necessary to debate if there's a problem. I think it's time to acknowledge that the world is in a unique situation in that the more awareness and the more energy that can be pushed towards fixing the problem, the better for everybody.
Grown out of a passion project as a dedicated beer home brewer in search of balance, I sold my first keg of kombucha in 2015, then spent the next few years creating flavors and developing the process. In November of 2018, with the help of an experienced and passionate team, we proudly launched Hawaii's only kombucha to be packaged in a sustainable and recyclable can. Since then, we've transformed a defunct algae farm into our state-of-the-art solar-powered production brewery while increasing our focus on supporting our island community. For those that don't know kombucha, it's a healthy, refreshing, and delicious alternative to soda containing 1/4 the sugar and half the calories on average. It's an effervescent, detoxifying fermented tea packed full of probiotics, digestive enzymes, organic acids, and a variety of micronutrients and vitamins.
So lucky to have an abundance of locally grown fruits, and Maui Fruit Jewels is now turning them into delicious treats. And I actually used one of their lilikoi purees to make lilikoi bars. The really amazing thing about Maui Fruit Jewels is they actually have the Department of Agriculture seal of quality.
Maui Fruit Jewels, again, available online and in most grocery stores, and so tasty.
Their website is mauifruitjewels.com, and the cool thing is they're a husband and wife team, and the wife is actually a pastry chef trained at Le Cordon Bleu.
Family owned, family operated.
Happy Valley, Maui.
Fantastic videos. Thank you all for putting those together. They were excellent. And the winner of the Exceptional Small Business of the Year with 10 or fewer employees is Cody Clark and Climbing High. Climbing High has continued to thrive throughout 2020 due to the new creative marketing strategies, reinvesting in up-to-date their equipment, and the vast network of clients that Cody has been able to serve over the past decade on Maui and Lanai. Climbing High works with the County of Maui arborists and other public officials to ensure parks, streets, and homes are safe. They also work with Pulama Lanai, other infrastructure departments, and partner with Skyline Conservation Initiative to help remove large areas of dying invasive eucalyptus to plant native Hawaiian trees. Not only does Cody work to make their customers happy, he also prioritizes his employees, recently creating a spa day for the tree crew. In addition to their work restoring native Hawaiian forests, Climbing High donates 1% of its gross sales to planting trees globally throughout through the Eden Restoration Forest Project. So far in 2020, they have already contributed to over 66,000 trees being planted worldwide. Climbing High has also funded and paid for a school in India called Climbing High Academic Institute. Congratulations, Cody. Would you mind saying a few words?
Yeah, sure. That's definitely a surprise. This is the third year I've been nominated for a different award, and I guess you guys figure, you can finally give me one, and you might have to see me for a while. But no, this is fantastic. Everyone that's been nominated seems to be amazing. So for me to be chosen for this, I just feel lucky. I feel lucky this whole year to be able to continue doing what we do and keeping people safe. And, the fact that trees keep growing on this island is a blessing in itself. And I imagine everyone sees that now and then. So thank you all. And if anyone has a tree problem, give me a call. I'll come out and I'll help you out. So thank you. Mahalo.
Cody, thanks so much and congratulations again. And us in the insurance industry really appreciate you taking care of some of those big eucalyptus that are threatening to damage property upcountry. Our next nominees are for the Exceptional Small Business of the Year with 11 to 39 employees. Nominees are Ian Burke and Patrick Dewars, Food for Life, DBA Rodeo General Store in Makawao. Nominated by Rochelle Pizzell of Employers Options. Next nominee is Joyce Yang Harris, Hawaii Commercial Foods, Inc. Nominated by Lelaine Manlapo of First Hawaiian Bank, also one of our sponsors. Here are the videos.
Hello everyone, my name is Joyce Yang Harris. I am the president and operator of Hawaii Commercial Foods, Inc. We specializes in handcrafted, fresh-made salads and pickled vegetables. Hawaii Commercial Foods, Inc. was founded with the goal of providing fresh-made, healthy, readily accessible vegetable side dishes, and we currently have 46 products. I feel honored to be recognized for what I've been doing to support my family. And as a Korean immigrant, I love this country for rewarding their hardworking citizens. Thank you very much for your consideration. Bye.
Thank you both for your great videos. And the winner of Exceptional Small Business of the Year for 11 to 39 employees is Ian Burke and Patrick Dewars of Rodeo General Store. Congratulations. Ian and Patrick took over the ownership of Rodeo General in November 2019. They focused on listening to the needs of their upcountry neighbors to restore their neighborhood grocery store to its historical role as a place for good food at a good value. Within the first 2 months, they replaced equipment and rebuilt relationships with local farmers and vendors. They also brought back a focus on staple grocery items and made from scratch grab and go foods. These decisions were critical to their success in 2020. In addition to their focus on their customer relations, they strive to provide a happy work environment for their employees. And even customers notice their employees' smiling faces each time they visit. Ian and Patrick have gone above and beyond to restore Rodeo General as a gathering place, the heart of Makawao town. They are proud to know any of their friends and neighbors by name and love to talk story with them. Ian and Patrick, congratulations. Would you mind saying a few words?
Thank you, everybody, for the nomination and the award. It's an honor to be here with all of you and recognize all of your hard work that we put in such a crazy year. Really, all of this is possible because of the hard work of our employees who have stuck with us and with the Makawao upcountry community who's been right there with us every single day, coming in and letting us know what they need and what would be great for them to have. So it's an honor to be here, and much aloha to everybody. And thank you so much for the nomination and for the accreditation.
Patrick, Ian, congratulations to the both of you. Keep up the good work.
Peace, y'all.
Our next nominee is for the Lifetime Achievement Award. Lifetime Achievement Award, Michael and Dana Pastula of Cafe Ole Restaurants, nominated by Bard Peterson of First Hawaiian Bank, one of our sponsors. Let's watch their video.
Aloha, I'm Cherub. And I'm Claire. We'd like to support the nomination of our parents, Mike and Dana Pastula.
We are so proud of all the things our parents have done for our community. They have donated thousands of meals and gift cards in support of local charities.
They've left a lasting imprint on our community over the almost 24 years that Cafe Ole has been in business.
Starting with a 5-table restaurant in Makawao to what it is today, and keeping all locations safe and operating during this pandemic.
We are beyond honored to support them for this amazing award.
And I think you all know who the winner is, but drum roll, please. It's Michael and Dana Pasula of Cafe Ole Restaurants. Congratulations. The first Cafe Ole restaurant opened in upcountry Maui in 1997. Cafe Ole success and resilience over the 23 years is built on innovation, trust, and relationships that have become the bond with local community. Customers often see the same staff members when they visit Cafe Ole year after year, as their employees are often employees for life due to the outstanding work environment fostered by Mike and Dana. Cafe Ole's standards for service are the gold standard on Maui, with prices Maui County residents can afford. They partner with local farmers and ranchers to get meat and produce for their restaurants. In addition, Cafe Ole is focused on helping the community, from serving the homeless population in Wailuku to providing hundreds of meals to support Banyanhan food distribution, to feeding firefighters during the wildfire season of 2019. Cafe Ole has been there for the Maui community during both good and tough times. Congratulations to Michael and Dana. Would you mind please saying a few words?
Hi, thank you so much for this honor. I'd like to thank Bard Peterson, first of all, from First Hawaiian Bank for the nomination, Carolee Higashino for saying some really nice words about us. Along the way, this is not about Mike and I. Along the way, there are many people that I would like to thank, making us successful in our journey. The late Johnny Baldwin, Earl Stoner, Michael Spalding, Rose Royce, Maui Coast Hotel, and Coach Mike Atherton. These are some of the successful people that have enabled us, guided us, mentored us to be successful. So I'd like to challenge a lot more successful people in our community and hope that they can be mentoring and helping small businesses to become successful in the community. I'd like to salute our staff and managers, customers who've been with us for many years. Also, our children, our kids, my two daughters and their husbands who are operating Cafe Ole right now. They continue the excellence in service. I'm so proud of them. Our drive comes from the love of the island and also the hope for a brighter future. I believe that these challenges in this pandemic will be over and we'll have a better future because I believe it is brighter. Many times, because I'm in the front of the house, I take credit for everything that Cafe Ole has been done. But I would like to say that my husband, Mike Pastula, is the rock and the foundation of our company. So it's all him. It's all you, Michael.
It's not all me.
So thank you so much. There's many people during this pandemic. We have Rolls Royce and also Maui Coast Hotel that has been really kind and considerate so that we can still open. These are the people that really helped us through these challenges this year.
If I could just add a note, if I could just add a small note. One of the things that's extremely important to remember for people in this business is this is an opportunity. The pandemic is an opportunity, just like 9/11 was an opportunity. Is it difficult? Yes. Is it challenging? Yes. Does it really put pressure on, the whole community? Yes, it does. But it also presents opportunities because people who weren't doing quite as good a job as maybe they could have, maybe they've closed, and maybe there's opportunities for people with more skills to open up those businesses. It's not something we should look at as being, let's hold our money and let's be afraid and let's wait and see what happens. Go out there. You still have people that want to eat. You still have locals that need to be serviced. It's important to keep that in mind and move forward.
Well, we say a big mahalos to everybody. Thank you for this wonderful award. This is a totally an honor for us. Thank you.
Thanks.
Mike and Dana, thank you. Thank you for feeding us, and thank you for all the amazing things that you've done for the community over the years. Well, this year was a lot quicker ceremony than what we've had in the past. So let's give a big virtual round of applause and warm wishes to all of our winners and our nominees tonight, and also their nominators who took the time out of their busy schedules to nominate all of these outstanding businesses. On behalf of the Maui Chamber of Commerce, I also want to thank Mayor Mike Victorino for speaking and being part of this great event. We want to thank the Office of Economic Development for all of their support now and over the years. We deeply appreciate our sponsors also, who in supporting this event help support small business. Thank you to American Savings Bank, First Hawaiian Bank, the Hawaiian Electric Company, Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union, and HMSA. We also want to thank all of our judges, again, for their hard work selecting winners from this amazing group of businesses. Happy holidays to you all, and let's make 2021 an incredible year for Maui. Thank you and good night.